this is how my problem started. I needed some divisions for this drawer in order to put a whole bunch of utensils in it. Right now, the utensil situation, as far as this particular one goes, it's non-existent. It's a mess. And in this household, we have utensils like this, which if you're from Africa or Ghana, you know exactly what this is. But I can't have this just laying around in this drawer just anyhow, because it cannibalizes the room, and there's a lot of negative space. That's not a good look. Well, at least my wife doesn't think so. I would rather toss everything in there and then pick what you need. But again, that also gets frustrating a lot of times. I'll show you an example later. Right now, I just need to create some divisions for this. I do have a lot of real estate. This is the biggest utensil that we have. I'm thinking as long as it can lay flat in this section, we should be good. So around, where's a marker whenever you need one? All right, I can find a marker right now. And no pencils either. That is awesome. All right, I need to get like a cup and keep them here away from children because my walls have suffered enough. Okay, so this utensil can lay somewhere here. I can have a partition here and then partition that side. So I need two partitions. I have my primary division. The length of this, last time I checked, was about 20 or so inches. I have it written down somewhere, I don't remember. But this is what I ended up doing. I have an unfinished side. How did that happen? What? The side's finished that isn't? No. It was supposed to be finished all around, like this guy. Now I really want to go finish the side because I don't want any of this stain transferring to any of the utensils. Anyway, that's fine. We'll get it done. I think we should be good. All I need two partitions. This one goes for this larger utensil, and the other one will go somewhere here, probably like halfway between this. So we should be good. All right. Now I really do need that thing to mark. And then I can drill the holes, because there's no point in me drilling the pocket holes if I don't have the lengths of the material. Probably can use this, but I need to make sure this is a tight fit. And in order to ensure that there's a tight fit, I'd rather use a tape measure. All right, so for this first one, I'm looking at 20 and 1/16. All right, now, since I don't have a pencil, I'm gonna be using this guy to actually score it. So 20 and 1/16 for the first. And I'm just gonna pretend that each and every one is distinct and nothing is even across the board. So that's, if I can see it, that is 20 and 1/16. That impression. Yeah, now I need to make sure I can see it. Okay. Oh, the lungs on these.
Daddy, this will work. Yeah, but it doesn't work.
Oh, cool.
It's not cool.
It's not?
No.
What? Why?
It's moving.
It's moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Then don't let it move on you. Just tell the worm to stay there. To stay. Go. No. Go over there and tell the worm. Screaming over here, the worm won't hear you. All right, we're gonna switch tools a bit. I'm gonna switch to that guy. I'm gonna ignore the vacuum port, but I'm gonna attach it anyway. Oh, I'm not gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna attach it anyway. This thing is dirty. Keep your tools a little cleaner. But yes, it functions perfectly, so I'm not too worried about it. This is my vacuum solution. I do have a saw in here, but I don't feel like setting it up. This chopper is just way easier. Mostly because the thing in here is a track saw. So ideally, if I had everything set up properly, the saw, the Festool vacuum, the track saw, everything would be plugged in somewhere here, underneath, in storage, somewhere here, out of the way. And if I need something cut, I'll just bring the material to it, instead of having to have the material somewhere and bring these guys all around. So yeah, that's the motive, and that's the need.
Hi. Hi.
Don't tap it.
Daddy, why are you building?
I'm trying to put some divisions into this drawer so all the utensils can go into different places.
Oh, I'm making it for the worm.
No, not the worm. Making it for Mama.
Yeah, people keep on crushing it.
As much as I don't want to unfurl this whole thing, I'm gonna have to unfurl this whole thing. But I'm gonna try to keep it some sort of sane. And it's not a perfect fit. Of course not, because this isn't the tool for it. But let's see what we can do. All right, we'll just attach that here. Try to attach that here, and I know, sorry, loud noise. Should have caveated that, loud noise. I know once my material is set to the back fence here, it's straight. I just need to make sure that the plunge is exactly where I want it to be. I'm gonna do a few things that aren't recommended, but this is a sliding matter. I'm not gonna engage a sliding mechanism, but I'm just gonna chop it. So in that case, because of that, I'm just gonna hold this on that part over there. Hopefully, now this doesn't have the best dust collection. Word that's coming to my mind is I wonder why, but it is what it is. It's an older tool. I'm not too worried about it, and I just have a vacuum cleaner that I can vacuum this whole place with, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, turning this onto manual. As soon as it goes on manual, this thing's gonna cut on, versus using the tool, which is auto mode. Tomato, tomato. It sucks either way. So I'm just gonna turn it on to manual and then just cut this, go measure, drill the holes, fit that in, and then do the second one. This is the piece that I cut off. Let's just see how it fits. I could live with that, because we're gonna have the screws holding it in place somewhere around there. And that leaves me more than enough material to serve this side. I don't think I wanna partition it twice, because that actually takes some space away. So I'm just gonna put one in the middle here, and then call it a day. Now, holding this will be a little tricky because essentially I'm gonna have to hold this end piece in favor of that. So I need like 3 hands right now. That is exactly on the mark. This is exactly on the mark, so I'm gonna do that. All right, loud noise. It's because I want to see what the camera sees. Yes, that's why there's a green outline.
Why is there a blue egg?
Because a bird laid a blue egg. No, it's way past its time to hatch. It's not going to hatch anymore.
Can we crack it open?
No, because you're not going to clean up the mess. You're just going to say ew and run away. Right?
You could do another bowl.
No, ew, no.
What's inside it?
What's inside of an egg?
No, I mean a bird egg.
What's inside of an egg?
Yolk?
Okay, so what's going to be inside of this one?
Yolk!
Why are you screaming?
Oh! If that was a bird's egg, why would it lay yolk?
Because a chicken is a bird.
But it can't fly.
It can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to some other places. Actually, they can fly perfectly fine.
Chickens can fly.
Mm-hmm. By flapping their wings. All right, now moment of truth. Is this going to be wide enough? I think this, yes, it is actually wide enough for this material, which is perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. But this material is...
Daddy, come and sit. You found your tape measure?
Okay, so now, moment of truth, we definitely need to figure out this depth stopper. All right, so in order to do that, main things that you need, well, tape measure, you know that, but you also need the thickness of your material. According to this, it is just shy of a bee floating around here. Anyway, it is just shy of 3/4 of an inch. I don't know how you measure just shy of 3/4 of an inch, but it is, I want to say 5/8. Okay, so this is 5/8 thickness. There isn't a good stop for that, so I'm going to use 7/8 just to see how things turn out. All right, so here I'm actually gonna take that down a little bit, set that, and try to make sure that I'm cutting on one side, or maybe we could stagger it. I'm probably gonna stagger it. So the furthest on this side is gonna be here, and then yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, put that here. Where's the drill bit? The drill bit's here. That is 1 inch, that's 7/8, that's half. That's half. Can you see it? Okay. That is half. And technically we're between 1/2 and 3/4 and 7/8. We're about 5/8. So two stops shy of it. So we're in between that. We'll just leave it there. When we drill this, that's as far as this tip is gonna go into the material. All right. Don't take that bee inside.
Close the door.
Close the door. All right. So I have everything. I need my drill. Where's my drill? Yep, it's right there.
Actually, kind of.
This, I'm not left-handed, but looks like I'm gonna have to do this left-handed.
Huh? What?
And this will definitely not work.
Where'd the bee go?
I need an adapter for this. I don't have an adapter for it. Awesome. This would be interesting. Yeah, this would be interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna flip this, because even if I do that, I still have to hold it weird. Still gonna have to hold this thing weird. All right. And this just shows you that this tool is kind of configurable. If you're left-handed or right-handed, it works. It'll work for you. I'm just flipping it around this way.
These shoes. Daddy, these are already there.
We'll help her find the Crocs. All right, so back to hole drilling. I have my desktop, I have my drill bit secured, fastened. So as you can see, that is zero dust whatsoever, because all the shavings from me drilling the hole got captured by this, and they were just sucked out by that. You know, it's kind of cool, but you know, nerding out just a little bit. But this is the cleanest. This is the cleanest that this procedure has ever been for me. So I'd say it might be a good idea to actually obey the stops, because this, it seems like it is just shy, probably like a few fractions of an inch before you hit this end, and that'll actually give the screw enough bite for the teeth to hold on to pull into the next material to, you know, hold it tight. So I like that. That's pretty cool. All right, so generally, for some odd reason, the thickness of this material is exactly the thickness of this block here. So I'm just using that to line it up, so I know the holes are dead center-ish. All right, fastening that. Because it's a weird configuration, I am gonna have to hold this against the hole. You saw that. You saw me do that earlier. And then, actually fastens properly. That's nice. And then we're just gonna go drilling the next set.
Shoes that have wheels on the bottom.
We'll see. Yeah, I wish I could actually put the holes on this side, but then I won't be able to see what I'm screwing into. That's the only thing. But I think this works. Yeah, I think that works. So it's actually tight. It's tighter on this side, which is cool. Yeah, I'd say, no, I don't want to go 7. I do 6 3/4 on this side. 6 3/4. And I know I have my Craig jig somewhere, but it's in this chaos, so I'll find it and put them together and then do the same thing for Massca. I need to change it. Okay, disable now. Disable it. How many your friends said desk come, no say why I ain't. The 176, okay.
Daddy, how much degrees is it?
70 something.
What? Is it gonna rain?
I need 1.25 inches. The screws that I bought from these guys, I don't remember the length. But since I'm dealing with the material that's about 3/4 of an inch, I need 32mm screw lengths. This is 1.5 inches. That is what I'm looking for, 1.25 inches. I need 8 of those. All right, so 8 screws. These guys go back safekeeping. And again, I'm screwing into this material, so I'm really not that worried. It's 3/4 inch there, 3/4 inch there. So 2 pieces that are 3/4 inch a piece. And I'm just screwing these in. Craig is the only one that I know has this. So ideally you need a hole clamp, which is essentially a clamp that one side fits into this hole and the other side is a flat circular piece that holds onto the material there, just to keep this from migrating, because they do tend to migrate a lot. So I said what, 6.5? Did I? No, I think I went 6 3/4. Yeah, I went 6 3/4. So 6 3/4. Let's put the first one in. That'll be our placeholder, and then we go to the next one. All right, 6 3/4 there. I'll put the other 6 3/4 here just so it's held in place. What did it end up being? Exactly 6 3/4. Okay, 6 3/4 it is. 6 3/4 right there. Let's take this out. Alright, it's a little shy of 6 3/4, but I mean a little over. But that's fine, I'll leave it at that. That's why the clamps are necessary, because otherwise these boards will migrate on you, and they do migrate on you viciously. One of the things that I don't like about pocket screws or pocket joinery. Pretty much the only thing that I don't like. Pretty much the only thing that I don't like about it is the board migration. Other than that, it's pretty good, pretty cool. All right, so we have placement for this board, for this utensil, and this guy we're just gonna smack it down the middle. That's 11, so 5.5. In this case, it'll be 5.5 on center, because we're looking at about 11. 5.5 on center. So 5.5 on center this way, and then if we're doing 5.5 center there, I think this will actually work in our favor. I just pat it. Now, I'm just going to use this as a guide. Ordinarily, you do not do that. I think I could put it on the other side just so you guys can see it properly. So, board and knife, they're the guides for this width. Just because that's about 5 7/8 on center, but I'm comfortable with that. And I'm gonna hurry up because I believe I don't have enough power on that camera. Alright, got that one. I'm not gonna put the second one in just yet. First one's to hold it. I'm gonna put this one in the top so that holds it. Then we can come back and do the other one. Yeah, that bottom one already has a screw in there. All right. 2 screws there, 2 here, 2 there, and 2 there. All right, so all right, there and laid the solution. Partitions, I can put 1 here. I cannot put 1 there because these are too. This is too small. All right, but this is going to be the solution for now. But the stain matches the outside, but at least it's workable. Right now, I'm not too bothered about the solution. Let's go see how it works.